Live readings and analysis for you. The lesson in Italy. Once upon a time, Sarah's family, who were millionaires, loved to travel on their private airplane to various countries. They wore brand clothes and had a lavish lifestyle, but they valued education and family above all. One summer, they planned a grand trip to Europe to celebrate Uncle Michael's birthday and invited their cousins to join the fun. Excited chatter filled the airplane as they flew over different countries, admiring the breathtaking landscapes below. But little did they know that their happiness would soon turn to disappointment. Upon arriving in Italy, they were approached by a smooth-talking tour guide who promised to show them the hidden gems of the country for a hefty sum of money. Caught up in the excitement of exploring new places, Sarah's family agreed and handed over a significant amount of cash. However, as they toured the so-called exclusive spots, they realized they had been cheated. The guide disappeared with their money, leaving them feeling betrayed and angry. Back at their luxurious villa, Uncle Michael called the police to report the scam. While waiting for the authorities to arrive, the family gathered to talk about what had happened. They decided not to let this incident ruin their vacation entirely. Instead, they organized a party to lift their spirits, complete with delicious food, music, and games. As they laughed and played together, they realized that even though they had lost money, they still had each other. The experience taught them to be cautious, but also to appreciate the true value of family and togetherness. In the end, their unfortunate encounter in Italy became a memorable lesson they would never forget. Glossary. 1. Brand clothes. Clothes made by well-known, often expensive fashion brands. These clothes are usually considered to be of higher quality and are often seen as status symbols. 2. Lavish lifestyle. A way of living that is luxurious and extravagant, often involving spending a lot of money on things like fancy clothes, expensive cars, and luxurious vacations. 3. Chatter. Light, informal talk or conversation, often involving multiple people speaking at the same time. It can also refer to background noise made by people talking. 4. Upon arriving in Italy, this phrase means when they arrived in Italy. It's used to indicate that something happened right after the arrival. 5. Smooth-talking tour guide. A tour guide who is very persuasive and speaks in a charming or flattering way, often to convince others to do something they might not normally agree to. 6. A hefty sum of money. A large amount of money. The word hefty suggests that the sum is significant and possibly more than expected. 7. Hand over. To give something to someone, especially when it is done reluctantly or because you are required to do so. 8. To tour. To travel around a place for pleasure, especially to visit interesting sites or landmarks. 9. Betray. To be disloyal to someone who trusts you or to reveal something that was meant to be kept secret. In this context, it refers to the feeling of being deceived by the tour guide. 10. Instead. A word used to indicate that something different is done or chosen in place of something else. 11. Even though. A phrase used to introduce a fact that makes the main statement seem surprising or unlikely. It's similar to saying, despite the fact that. 12. Togetherness. The feeling of being close to other people, especially with family or friends, and sharing a sense of unity or connection.